Hey y'all, welcome to the Feeling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, because we learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. We are looking at Tesla. And I say so often, y'all, Tesla does what Tesla does, right? So pre-market, we closed at 355.94. We've made a pre-market high of 363.81, which is interesting in itself, right? But that's Tesla. But what is interesting, we're looking at on this 1 hour chart, Tesla is kind of like back in an area that we were in around the 9th or the 10th. Let's see, the 7th, the 10th, and now the 14th. We're back in this zone here for Tesla. So are we going to, get rejected and come back, or are we going to continue moving to the upside? That's something to be mindful of. I say so often, y'all, Tesla does what Tesla does, right? So let's go back to the 30-minute chart. That's where I like to start, right? So where the trouble places as of now for Tesla, we have support here at this 359.63 area. Looks like we bounced here and moved back to the upside. However, trouble is here at 361.87, and if we should break that, 362.72 could be a trouble place. 363.33, and again at this 363.81. Now if we break this 363.81 the next time, we could very well come back to this 366.84. Breaking at 366.84 for Tesla, 368.54. And if by chance we should break that, which is doable, it is possible with Tesla, that 370, 371 range is within reach. Let's say that now. Back to the downside. If by chance we break under the 359.63, we can come back and find support here, 358.48. And if we should break that, 357.58, breaking that level, we can come back to kind of like where this 250 EMA is as of now on this 30-minute chart, which is around a 356.40. So I'll definitely watch that area if I'm trading Tesla today. Now breaking the level of 355.71, we could very well come back to 353.44 for support, and again at 351.88. If by chance we break that, 351.30 is within reach. Well, what would be, it wouldn't surprise me to see us back at this 350.60 area for Tesla. Again, it's kind of giving us a signal that it wants to go back to the upside. However, it's been a struggle place for us. So if you're trading Tesla today, y'all know I always say trade carefully in the market. Anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Now, we are now looking at this SPY, and we closed at 609.73. What's interesting is this high of 611.15. That is interesting for us. And we got rejected here, only to come down, find support at around this 50 EMA. I had those 608.87. The 50 EMA is at 608.67, not far away. However, that is our support place as of now. So back to the upside, it will need to get back above the 5 EMA here again on this 30-minute chart, which is around the 609.21 area. Back to the upside, breaking that 609.54, again at 609.96, breaking the 609.96, 610.51, which is not far from that ATR trailing stop here at the 610.63 area. In my opinion, strong support, strong resistance, that ATR trailing stop. So I will watch that, to the upside for the SPY. If we break that 610.63, we can come back and retest the 611.15. Now, to the downside, if by chance, there's a few layers of support here. If by chance we break under 608.45, we could very well come back to 607.91. And as you can see from 607.91, there's 607.52, 607.27. There's a lot of support in this area. So let's say breaking this level 607.91, 607.52, we could very well come all the way back to the 606.01. In my opinion, that was a strong support area for us, 606.01. And if we break that, it brings us back to 605.77, which is where our 200 EMA is on this 30-minute chart. So if you're trading the SPY today, those are areas that I would watch to the upside and to the downside. Again, not financial advice. I say so often, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. We're now looking at AMD. We closed at 111. 81, and as you can see, our support area is 112.01 right here. Resistance as of now is at that 112.34, right? So if we break that 112.34, we could possibly have trouble again at 112.74. If we break that level, we can come back and have trouble here at this 113.01. And if we break the 113.01, that ATR trailing stop is at 113.24, not far away. Breaking that 113.24 for AMD, we can come back to 113.83, and I just got that. That's where our body of the candles are here, 113.83. So we need to watch that level for AMD because it could be a trouble place or a resistance area for us. Breaking that 113.83, we can come back to the 114.16, which is the high of this candle here. So I would definitely, if I'm trading AMD today, those are places that I would watch. Now to the downside, under 112.01, we can come back to, let's say, we're really close to the 111.44, which is the 200 EMA and a previous support level here. So I will watch the 111.42. It's interesting. I had the 111.42. The 200 EMA is at 111.44. So that's really close. So we need to watch that area. And if we should break that, we could possibly have trouble 111.01. And if we break that level, we can come back to 110.65. And if we should break the 110.65 for AMD, 110.40 is another support area for AMD. So if you're trading that today or AMD today, I would say y'all trade carefully. The market should be interesting. As always, the market should be interesting. We're looking at NVDA now. We close at 135.29. It seems like we're trading in this zone here. We've been here before, right? So support as of now is around the 134.99 area. Resistance around the 135.46. If we break that to the upside, 135.67 could be a trouble place. 135.89 could also be a trouble place. 136.18 again at 136.42. 136.67. And if we should break that 137.14, breaking that level, 137.46 could be a resistance area for us. Now back to the downside, I would say if we got back under 134.91 area, we can come back and have trouble here at the ATR trailing stop. And this 50 EMA is kind of like right at the same place. So I would watch that 134.68 area, because breaking that, we can, come back under 134.45. Not far away, but, we could very well decline from there if we should lose that support. 134.03 is the next layer of support, and then 133.70, breaking that 133.45. And if we should break that level, 132.89, breaking that 132.39 is a support area, which is the 200 EMA. So if you're trading NVIDIA today, y'all, I say so often, trade carefully. Make sure you have your stop losses, or whatever it is that you choose to use. Make sure you have the discipline to execute that, because the market is interesting. There's a lot of news coming out. There's a lot of things happening. So just be very, very careful. We're now looking at Netflix. Netflix was trading in this zone here at the $1,047.40, and as a resistance area, I would say the support area is around the $1,043.88. So this will be the zone that Netflix is trading in now. So back to the downside, that ATR trailing stop is here at $1,041.13. And as you can see, it's right there at the low of this candle here. So that's why I go and move over to the left to see, where that candle stopped, where it started. There was some type of support or resistance that held us, or, caused us to break through. That's always mindful, helpful charting tip, right? So as of now for Netflix, under $1,041.18, we have support here at $1,039.83. So we need to watch that level. If we should break that, I would watch $1,037.27. And if we should break that level, I would watch $1,033.89. And if we break that, $1,032.30. And if we should break that level, $1,030.16. And breaking that brings us back to the zone of the $1,025.78, which is not far from this 200 EMA that's on the 30-minute chart. Again, $1,024.39. So if by chance you're trading Netflix today, I would say trade carefully. Today's going to be an interesting day. And Palantir is trading sideways for us, or in a gathering zone or gathering spot, as I like to say. As of right now, our support is around the 116.69 area, and resistance, I'm going to mark that. Our resistance is around, let's say, right where the moving averages are, really. So around 117.07, we can watch this as a zone for us. And if we break the 117.07, it brings us back to another zone here at 117.51. If we break the 117.51, and I'm just marking these where the body of the candles are, if by chance we break that level 117.94, I would watch that as an area of resistance. And if we should break that, 118.39 is another area. So just really quick, I just went and marked, where most of the body of the candles were for price action. Let's say that, right? So let's say if we break under the 116.69 area for Palantir, we could very well come back to 116.29, which is where our ATR trailing stop. Y'all know that's strong support or resistance for me. Now, under that 116.05 could be a support place. If we should break that, we can come back to the 115.63. Something stopped this candle here. I need to remember that. 115.63, 115.64 area. If we should break that, the ATR trailing stop at the time stopped it at that place. However, it's going to move, it's going to change. I still need to remember 115.15. That's going to be a support place for me. Now, if we break this 115.15, the 200 EMA as of now is at the 114.75. So if you're trading Palantir today, those are areas to the upside and to the downside that I would watch. Again, not financial advice. Anything is possible today in this market, y'all. I say so often, make sure you trade carefully. Again, this is what I see when I look at the market. Back to the SPY, it seems like we're still having trouble at this 5 EMA, that 609.29 area. I would definitely watch that, but we still have a few layers of resistance here. So again, this is what I see when I look at the market. There's so many different ways to trade the market, so many different ways to make money in the market, and what's challenging sometimes it is finding out what way works best for you. So, but once you find that strategy and stick with it and practice it, it becomes routine for you, and it's a lot easier to trade. Trading is not difficult. It's just learning the strategy and understanding the language. So again, I hope these videos are very, very helpful. I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day today. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because we learn and we grow together. So until next time, y'all be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.